Today I'm going to be discussing a mathematician named John Forbes Nash Jr., his life and his mathematical contributions to society. He was born June 13th, 1928 in Belfield, West Virginia. He would later work at MIT from 1951 to 1959. He married Alicia Nash in 1957, who was a physicist. And then he had a son named John Charles Martin Nash, born 1959. He was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia in early 1959, which later resulted in his resignation at MIT. He later worked in a manner at Princeton University after his diagnosis, which I'll explain more of later. And then he died on May 23rd, 2015, around Monroe Township, New Jersey, in a car crash. For his education, he attended Carnegie Institute of Technology, or what is now Carnegie Mellon University, after high school, where he originally was a chemical engineering major, wasn't capable of doing that, so he decided to do chemistry, and again wasn't able to continue that, and his math professors suggested he transfer to the mathematics department, and he ended up receiving both his bachelor and master's degree in 1948 due to extensive advanced math classes in high school. And he would continue his schooling at Princeton University and receive his doctorate at the age of 22. His first award was in 1978, called the John von Neumann Theory Prize, which was a result of his game theory knowledge, since he has the most contributions to game theory. He then would win the Nobel Peace Prize for economics in 1994 from his PhD journal. In 1999, he would receive the American Mathematical Society's Leroy P. Steele Prize for a seminal contribution to research from his extensive amounts of research done on several different topics. Because of his lack of participation due to his paranoid schizophrenia, he spent most of his time researching. And then his last award was the Abel Prize for Studies on Partial Differential Equations in 2015, which he would receive the night he died in a car crash in a taxi cab. His mathematical contributions, beginning with the Nash equilibrium, was basically the development of the mathematical principles of game theory. The Nash-Moser inverse function theorem is used to prove local existence for nonlinear partial differential equations in spaces of smooth functions, and was basically him developing something and then another man continuing on with his theorem. And Nash-Di Giorgi theorem, which was a solution to David Hilbert's 19th problem, which was a list of problems given at the beginning of the 20th century. Nash embedding theorems states that every Riemannian manifold can be isometrically embedded into some equilibrium space, which is essentially a geometric function situation. His schizophrenia was diagnosed in 1959 and is wonderfully depicted in the movie A Beautiful Mind, based off the book of his wife. He was able to have an unofficial research position at Princeton University after his diagnosis due to his connections at the university, and spent his time at first just in the library working on different theorems in his mind to keep himself stable, and would later become a professor. Thank you.